Hello, you guys. We're gonna only be on for 45 minutes to an hour. Okay, I promise. Because I've been on here all week with y'all, but I did like block off the time this week because I was supposed to be in court. And I'm supposed to been sending the invoice, and I haven't done that because it seems like every time I get ready to do something, somebody send me a message, somebody send me an email, I get to looking into stuff, but it'll be back to normal next week. So I'm gonna let y'all get the notifications. So 45 minutes to an hour. And then I gotta get off and do some things that I need to do because I ain't did shit. But on this week I have not. I had a lady reach out to me and said, I've been trying to hire you, but you won't never even send me the invoice. Oh Lord have mercy. Anyways, let's hey Miss Shan. Miss Shan Shan. We're gonna be on 45 minutes to ZK. I don't see your ranch. I don't see your ranch, ZK. Hey, Gray Face. Hey, Gray to the face. Uh, did I say Clarinetta? I think I did. Be forgetting. Miss Joy loves God. Shout out to my moderators. ZK, I don't see your ranch. Um, I think she's a moderator on too also. Hey, Mr. Parker. What's going on, Mr. Parker? Yeah, we're gonna be on for like 45 minutes to an hour. Okay, she's she on the other page. Hey, Miss Nelly. Um, all of the people says you what's going on? Not much. I gotta finish. Yeah, listen, y'all. I got hooked on Timu. Y'all know I said I would never order anything off of Timu. How come I ordered some stuff and it's so easy to just order a whole lot of stuff? Like, I changed my bar around and I ordered some stuff to put on it. Like, I ordered like this bike because I got so much wine and stuff to put on my bar with the glasses hanging from it. I was like, Lord Jesus. And what else? I ordered like this other little wine holder to put on my table, like of a lady in a dress, like the Oscars. I was like, hey, this some shit. Look at me just ordering crazy stuff. But I like it though, and I ordered a lot of little African women because I love candles, holding candles and stuff, and put them in every room. I said, "Oh Lord," but I love it though. Um, anyways, you guys, is Cornelius no longer in Shelby County jail? Is his life in danger? You know, shout out to one of my subscribers. Y'all know my subs be on top of it. And one of my subscribers had reached out to me. I forget who it was. But I want to. I don't know if they want me to even say who they was. It was like, is Cornelius in the jail? So the first thing I did was check to see, because I know the system has a glitch in it sometime. I know the system be having a glitch in it because you look at it one time and it shows that he's there. You look at another time, it shows that he's not. So I just kept checking and kept checking. And I called for some reason the people I know they ain't at work tonight. But I actually ended up talking to somebody and they was like with Cornelius because of something they were saying. I forget, but even if he is transferred to another facility, I don't know what it is that's going on. We wouldn't know the facility. Like it might be like a what they call a his like a dummy facility or something when a person is showing that they are at one facility, or they might use another name, not his real name, not have his real name in the system, or if you see his name at a facility, they do that all the time. It might, let's just say it shows that he's at Davidson County with Cornelius's level. If it shows that he's at Davidson County, he ain't there. You know what I mean? Or he would be up under an assumed name. So he's not there anymore. And my sub was saying that as of earlier today he was there, and then they moved him. And so hey, that's why I said, is his life in danger? And so when I talked to somebody, they're not at work tonight, said they're not surprised because he was going to be moved anyway. So now, as far as we know, nobody had threatened well, at that point. But I'm sure, especially with all of this other stuff coming up, with Straight Drop's attorney ensuring that he put into the atmosphere that Cornelius was allegedly, we'll say allegedly, working with the feds. Okay. Of course, that would definitely put his life in danger, where people will unalive him so that he cannot testify in any more um, trials or whatever it is. I'm trying to figure out what would it be. His next court date is November the 17th, I believe. Lord, I think I saw that. I think his court date is November 17th. Let me be sure though. I think it's November the 17th, but I can't, let me see. So my point is, wherever he's at, we wouldn't know because of his security level. At this point, we wouldn't know. We wouldn't know if he's showing that he's somewhere. He's more than likely not going to be there. Let's see. Okay, let's see. Smith. Um, but you know what's got me so curious? Okay, his next court date is November 15th. It's not the 17th, it's November the 15th. But y'all know what's got me so curious? What would it be that if Cornelius was just somebody that they hello Antonio, if Cornelius was just somebody that they just randomly chose, what could he know? What would it, because he said he was around them occasionally, you know. So what would it be that he know, whereas he could work with the feds? Wouldn't his wouldn't what he know be limited? Okay, so Hernandez Govan next court date is October 9th. Did it say did it say that Hernandez Govan is going to trial, or is that just his next court date? Hey, Big Mo. Yep, corn dog been telling and need life too. That Draco he had took Dolph down. Yeah, cornbread. Yeah, cornbread did a lot. He did the damage. He ran up there like, oh, Lord have mercy. I just can't get past that. Running up there on that man like that and killing him, and then getting up on the stand saying he only got paid $800 and wanted to go buy daughter damn birthday cake. Mm. Lace said Corn is working with the feds. It just say okay, it just say report date, which means that it's not his trial date. So I just wonder. So y'all, is his life in danger? You know, why he ain't at the he has not been sentenced yet that we know of. Nobody said to me that Cornbread has been sentenced. So um I mean, the Shelby County Jail is a holding facility while you go to court. He's not done going to court. So why isn't he in that jail? Grayface says go ban original date was 9:30, but there was an early reset form, his lawyer to reset. And he ain't no Dolph and just wanted the money in front Dolph family like that. Then they're giggling and shit with his funky. Y'all, cornbread's testimony just every time when I listen to it, I just it's weird. It's a lot of different kind of people in the world. Okay, it really is. I've been around. It says everyone thought straight drop took out Dolph, but it was cornbread. It's crazy because it's more people gonna get locked up behind this. Straight drop shot him too. Straight drop shot him too. I'm sure he shot him when he was already dying, but he did it too. Um, why why are do you think Corn working with the feds? I don't know. According to Straight Drop's lawyer, he is. He made me so mad. I was this Monday. Don't censor me, says that's effed up. If he's free, I just searched. He's definitely not at 201. He's not free. He's not free. But they said he was there earlier. Listen, listen. I don't know what's going on, but the people that normally tell me stuff, because normally when I ask them if they ain't at work, they'll call and see what's going on. But it's something going on because I don't, and I understand when there are security situations going on. Hold on 1 minute, y'all. Let me see something. Hold on. Hold on. Get get your ass down. Yeah, I'm trying to find where he says I don't agree with them Mercandolph, but if anything drop would get the treatment Corn is getting, but he didn't cooperate. Yeah, he didn't cooperate. But straight drop is just
You didn't think, man, I really shouldn't be able to
a
keep money
gain.
for
He was
killing
the
somebody.
one that definitely participated in it more too, as far as the
Now, at the
conspiracy.
end of this, you said you're direct. You said something about you saw a picture of the person you said Mr. Johnson with a suitcase, and you said he was there with his money getting out of town. To be clear, You don't have any direct knowledge of Justin Johnson getting a dime.
Okay, so according to Cornelius, see, a lot of this stuff, I don't know. I didn't hear it before. Every time I go back, I hear something that I didn't hear before. But he says that was Straight Drop had a suitcase full of money getting out of town. So Straight Drop already had his money, according to Cornelius.
For this, right?
Nah, I ain't got nothing.
Okay. So you can't say he's leaving with his money, right?
Right.
Okay. Now, a couple other things specifically. When you as you say it, let's kind of put a timing on this. So you said March, you got your current lawyer, and you went back and met with the government again, right? Or the state.
Yeah, I don't know what month. Like I said, I can't say where like they can win.
But if I told you you met with law enforcement around March 13th of 22, does that sound about right?
I can't put the date on it.
Okay. Well, let me ask you this. You said you had a change of heart and your conscience started getting to you. You wanted to tell the truth. When did that happen?
Like a couple months after I sobered all the way up, while I was in jail, sobered all the way up. I ain't in my sense like it was wrong.
Okay. So you got December is when you go to jail. December 9th?
Yeah, December 9th.
So a couple of months from then, you sober up, that's when you come to your senses.
Yeah, and then Justin had sent me a letter saying.
Well, I'm not asking you what Justin sent you a letter saying.
What automatically made me come to my senses and like, you know, it was wrong. You know what I'm saying? When he said, cut him loose, take the juke, and quit down with me.
Okay. So you're saying Mr. Johnson sent you something saying, he actually said he didn't do it, right?
Now, he didn't say he didn't do it then. He said, cut him loose and take the juke and quit down with me because they ain't messing with us.
Oh, you mean tell the truth?
Nah,
because he didn't have anything to do with it. Tell the truth.
Nah, he's saying me take the downfall.
Oh, okay.
Cut him loose, let him go.
Okay.
And tell him get quit and him change clothes and quit with me instead of him.
Okay. Let me ask you this. Did you get it directly from Justin Johnson, this kite you're talking about?
Yeah, I'm trying to get to the point where he said
I was in the part.
He was working with the Fed.
Did you get it directly from Justin Johnson?
Nah.
Did you see him write it?
Did I get it? He said, did you get it? Did you get that kite?
Did you see him write it?
Nah, I ain't see him right. I mean, another part.
Right, you can't even see him.
He asked me, did I get that kite?
Okay.
He sent me more than one. He sent another one and said he got 7K. I could take that. I'll leave.
Where's that?
I don't know where is it.
You lost it?
Nah. I sent it on out to my folks.
Okay. All right.
On out to my folks. My sister.
Okay. So you started telling the truth then. So surely by August, you met with the state in August 10th of 22. Surely by then you're telling the truth. And you would agree with me, the truth doesn't change. It's the truth, right?
Yeah, it's the truth. You know, quit, brought me in and set me up for the police to capture me. So might as well tell the truth. If we gonna tell the truth.
Okay. So today, for the first time ever,
Curtis, that's exactly what it was.
you testified that you wiped that Mercedes down.
Yeah.
You've never said that before.
No, I ain't know.
You never told them. You never told them that you wiped that Mercedes down?
I never told detectives when I talked to them. Nah.
Why would you not tell them? They've asked you every question under the sun about this case, right?
I said detectives. I never admitted that I was involved to detectives when I first got locked up December 9th.
You know they take notes and they recorded your entire interview.
Right.
From August.
Right.
Why didn't you tell them in August you wiped the car down?
We were talking about so much, we slipped my mind from.
And they specifically asked you, and you said,
They ain't asked me that way you cutting in. They ain't specifically
you don't recall them asking you and you saying, Justin said he had someone wipe the car down.
Yeah, he told me he had somebody to wipe the car down too.
But you didn't think to ask him,
I
right?
told him that I wiped it down. He said you used the right stuff because I got somebody else to wipe it down. You know what I'm saying?
So now you're saying you told Justin that you went and wiped it down.
Yeah, I told him too.
Why didn't you tell that to law enforcement who's seeking the truth from you, right?
You know, stuff slip a person mind too. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Kind of an important detail.
like, they ain't asked me did I wipe the car down. So
You don't think so?
I don't recall.
Okay. Well, your fingerprints are on that car,
Correct.
right?
Correct.
So when did you go do that?
Like a couple days after the shooting.
Did you tell Quet? Did you go by Quet's house?
Yeah, I had called quick and told him that I was finna walk in their backyard so he'll know who walking over there. I ain't called him.
So you called him, you let him know, you walked through his backyard.
Not through his backyard. That I was finna walk in the backyard where the car was in.
Okay. Why would you need to tell Quet you were going to be at the car across the street?
Because he got cameras. So I ain't want him to think nobody trying to get him enough to get shooting at me. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like, let him know what's up.
And just to be clear, does he have cameras on the abandoned house, or you're just saying shooting out from his, facing out from his house?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you, testimony today is you called Quet and told him you were going to go over there and wipe that car down. Okay. And you didn't tell law enforcement that either.
Nah.
Does that surprise you that you wouldn't have told them, hey, I even called Quet and told him I was going to go over and do it?
Nah, because, you know, like I say, stuff slip a person mind at the time. You know what I'm saying? Like, when law enforcement talking to me, you know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't just finna remember everything bit for bit right then and there. You know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah, 3 or 4 times, as you said it, right? To meet with him, to go over it, to think about it. You were able to talk with counsel before you went into this. You were able to look at paperwork before you went in, right?
Before I went in with.
And met with him.
Yeah, what you mean though? What you saying? Like, what you saying?
It just slipped your mind.
Nah, what you saying? Like,
No,
what slipped my mind? What you saying?
To tell them all the details.
Well, he reports. I don't know if it's said trial. I don't
Because it's hard
remember.
to keep up with details when you're lying. You would agree with that, right?
Nah, when you tell the truth, like, and you
Okay.
nervous, like, it's hard to keep up with details.
So, you're saying that one just slipped your mind? Okay. You didn't bring it up. They didn't ask you. You just slipped your mind. Okay.
Why straight drop turn always sucking his stomach in, breathing hard, putting his shirt down his damn pants.
So, law enforcement specifically asked you
He was at
about this $800
He was already in PC.
that you got after the shooting, right?
Right.
And today, I just want to make clear,
even if
you're
it's showing
saying
out of jail,
that
it's not going to. It could be
$500 was hand delivered by Justin with a letter to your neighbor. And her name, just to be clear, is Vivian Fifi, right?
Correct.
Lives next door to your dad.
A dummy.
And
I can't think right now.
you know that happened, correct?
Correct.
You say you were on the phone with Justin and Miss Fifi when that was happening.
Correct.
And to confirm that Miss Fifi actually got the money.
Correct.
Okay? Now, but you would agree with me that's not the story you first told law enforcement, right?
I don't recall.
You don't recall?
I can't say he's correct in that because I don't know what I told them like when I first talked to him.
But is that the
I can't
truth?
recall the interview that I had with them back then, so I can't say if it's correct or it's not.
Okay. Well, did you tell them that you told the truth, right?
With your nurse, Quan.
Yeah, I told them the truth.
All right. So, in that same interview, if that's the truth with Miss Fifi, in that same interview earlier, why would you tell them that some masked man came in a Chrysler 300 on 2 occasions
No, I
and
did
said
not say that.
You didn't say that.
I didn't say that earlier. I did not say that. Yeah, the madman on 2 occasions came.
You didn't say that.
Justin dropped it off to Miss PP the first time, and he had somebody with a mask on the second time with $300. That's what I said.
So, if that interview recording's got your voice saying that you and Angela backed up in the driveway the next door, and on 2 separate occasions, the first time somebody brought $500, and your girlfriend Angela got out and got it, and you stayed in the car, and then on another occasion, which is what you said today, somebody bought $300, and Angela got out and got it. You're saying that's just not it. Like, you didn't say that. Somebody else jumped in your interview that was recorded and said those things.
Yeah, I don't remember saying all that. I can't recall the interview. Like, I got to hear it. But we just say, yeah, you know, I said, yeah, I got to hear it.
Okay. But if you were telling the truth, you wouldn't have any trouble, right? Going, did I say that or not? Because you know you didn't say it because you told the truth.
I'm telling the truth. I'm telling
This time or that time?
I've been telling the truth all the time, all along.
Okay.
Since after, might as well tell the truth.
A couple of things. You had only two conversations. Well, let me back up. You had one conversation at Quet's house where Chook was there, correct?
Correct.
Justin wasn't there.
Nah, he wasn't there.
And then you said you had an earlier conversation with just you and Quet about the dolphin, correct?
Correct.
Now,
Well, no, you got Duke. I wonder too.
this conversation that you had at Quet's with Juke was there. I think you said you went to buy X pills.
Correct.
You weren't going over there for the specific purpose of saying you wanted a chance at killing Dolph.
Nah.
Did you ever, during that meeting that you had with Juke and Quet present, did you ever say that you could get up on Dolph real easy because you know where his aunt lives and you see him over there at least once a week?
No.
Never said that.
That sounds like something that straight dropping them would say.
Now, you've testified today that no promises were made, right? But you're expecting to get consideration.
Nah.
No. You're not expecting to get any consideration for your sentence in this case, based on what you're doing here today.
But I know I'm going to jail anyway, so
Okay.
maybe we be reason to get it off my chest, figure it out. Start my healing process.
It's not what you told your sisters when you wrote them back in March of 22.
I don't know. Probably not.
You lied to them?
I say anything. I don't know.
Now we're getting somewhere. You'd say anything.
I'm saying like in the letters because I know for sure that they taking my letters and stuff. So
You told them my lawyer is trying to tell me my best out is working with the feds, helping them, something I've never done in my life.
yeah.
There
So
it is right
you're
there.
telling them I didn't do this. I didn't really do it.
So you see how Straight Drop's lawyer put that out there? So let's go back.
It's not what you told your sisters when you wrote them back in March of 22.
I don't know.
So He said he told his sister that back in March of 2022. I think I told y'all, I've been saying for the longest, he wrote his sister back in March of 2022 saying that I think he said his lawyer said for him to take the out and work with the feds back in March of 2022. But let's listen to it again.
No. You're not expecting to get any consideration for your sentence in this case, based on what you're doing here today.
Cause I know I'm going to jail anyway, so.
Okay.
Man, the way we read, get it off my chest, feel better. Start my healing process.
It's not what you told your sisters. And you wrote them back in March of 22.
I don't know. Probably not.
You lied to them?
I say anything. I don't know.
Now we're getting somewhere. You'd say anything.
I'm saying like in the letters because I know for sure that they taking my letters and stuff, so.
You told them my lawyer is trying to tell me my best out is working with the feds, helping them, something I've never done in my life.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's my point right there, you guys. I'm gonna let y'all finish because Cornelius is entertaining looking at it. But I think I've been saying for the longest, I said, you all, I think there's been a RICO going on since, and people was asking me how long. I said either since I believe the ending of December of 21 or the beginning of January of 22. And you see, Cornelius, this attorney just confirmed that Cornelius' attorney told him to start working with the feds. It would be in his best interest to work with the feds in March of 2022. Okay. I just have to call this stuff out.
So you're telling them I didn't do this. I didn't really do it. But I'm going to say I did it so I can get out of prison.
Nah, I ain't saying it like that. I ain't saying it like that. Like, I'm saying like, it's my best out to be honest and stuff like that. And, you know what I'm saying? Like, be truthful because they already know. So if they already know, why play with these folks? And they already know.
And then you said, just so on that point, your lawyer, he said that's the only way I will not do life in jail.
Yeah, if I said that then, if what I said, if I wrote that, I said that. Okay. I ain't finna say I didn't write that.
And then you say that you're hoping essentially not to do any time because your lawyer that you have now was responsible for getting one of the people in the Holly Bobo case out without doing any jail time.
Yeah, I told him his history, you know what I'm saying, like his history, but what he did in the past ain't got nothing to do with it.
No? So you weren't expecting to walk free after today? That's not what you were expecting?
After them folks kept telling me I ain't going, I said forget it, you know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is, I'm being real, so it is what it is, I feel better now.
Okay. Because you told your sisters, they got to let me walk free if I make any deals with them.
And my sister and they green, they don't know nothing about ain't no folk teachers and stuff like that. They green, they don't know nothing about no jail time or nothing like that. So, we just praying, hoping for the best outcome. You know what I'm saying? Like, we just leave in God's hand.
Why would you lie to your family? I mean, you had this this head of conscience after you got clean, right? Right?
Yeah, it basically like speaking into existence, you know what I'm saying? Like hoping for the best, you know what I'm saying? Outcome, you know what I'm saying? Faith.
Exactly. Hoping to walk free if you go in and testify in this case, right?
Yeah, before I talk to them folks and stuff like that, like before I talk to them, that's what I'm telling my sister them, like, man, I ain't never did no police ass shit, but you know what I'm saying? Quinn already told them everything. They already knew everything, so I might well, tell the truth. You know what I'm saying? Tell my road, tell his road, tell his road. You know what I'm saying? So be honest.
Well, and you bring up Quet in this letter. You even tell your sisters that when you saw Quet on December 8th, it was like he had a limited time to find somebody to pin this on. Talking about Quet.
Hey, I was just getting locked up, right? So I wasn't finna say, yeah, that was me. I'm not finna say, yeah, I know that was me or nothing like that in the letter. I'm not finna do it. I'm not finna do it.
You hadn't just got locked up. Agreed? You got locked up in December. This is in March.
Yeah, but I'm still just locked up over here. I came over here in January 11th. So I'm over here now, and I know, man, everything I do, say, whatever, right? They might intercept it. They might listen up. They listen on the phone, so I can't talk like I really want to. Letters of it.
You repeatedly say in these letters to your sisters that you didn't do this, and you're only going to lie to get yourself a deal. Fair? Whether it was true, whether you say you were lying to them or not, that's what you said here.
Right. I said it in that letter once again. I just got over it. I know my case over. I ain't talking to no state or nothing like that. I ain't talking to nobody. So I'm not finna admit to doing nothing in no letter, knowing they might interfere in it. Take it.
You met with law enforcement in December, on December 9th, on the day of your arrest.
Yes, sir, I did.
And within days of writing this, and maybe before then, well, you didn't remember. In days of writing this, you're back meeting with law enforcement.
December the 9th?
In March 13th.
You said December the 9th.
You met with them on December 9th?
December the 9th, March.
You're back meeting with them March 13th of 22. Days after writing this letter to your sister, or these letters to your sister.
Well, if it was after I wrote that to my sisters, then I wasn't going to confess because you said I wrote that before I met with them, right?
So I guess what you're saying that is when you met with law enforcement, if it was in March, that you realized you weren't going to lie and you decided to tell the truth then.
To the law enforcement?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So this issue about the $50,000 we talked about earlier, you went into a proffer sometime in March and lied about the $50,000.
What you mean?
You didn't tell them that you had gotten $50,000 for killing Dolph.
I didn't tell them because that was for my lawyer.
Okay.
That was for my lawyer. So I ain't tell them right then and there.
And then in August, you and your lawyer have to appear for another proffer, and you have to clear that up because you lied.
Yeah, I kept it G. Yeah, my lawyer told me that the best thing to do, just be honest. That is to
Okay. But you still weren't honest, even after meeting with them the first time. And then in August, you meet with them again.
Hold up, what you mean I wasn't honest after meeting with them? Hold up, what you
In March. You lied about the money in March.
in March? Why I lie about some money?
You didn't tell them you got any money for killing Dolph.
Nah, look, when I spoke to my lawyer, and my lawyer told me to be honest, I was honest with them.
Okay.
I was honest with them. I told them about the 800, so I ain't tell them I got no money for killing Dolph. I told them about the 800. So how I didn't tell you that?
Now, you originally even tried to get your girlfriend to lie for you, right? With an alibi, Angela.
Yeah, I did.
Okay. Who's Letitia Jackson?
That's my baby mom, my kid mom.
Okay. Now, I think you said, well, let me ask you this. Was the day that you shot Dolph, the day before that, did you know you were going to shoot Dolph?
Nah, I ain't know nothing about all this, but I ain't know we gonna catch it off of them. But the next day was the day we caught it off, that was my baby girl's birthday, to be honest.
Okay.
And I know I told her about a house, buying them a house and all that because I knew that they already had hits on everybody's head and we was out looking for somebody.
Listen,
We didn't know we were gonna catch.
he said, I knew that they had hits on everybody's head. Who is they?
Okay. Who's Letitia Jackson?
That's my baby mom, my kid mom.
Okay. Now, I think you said, well, let me ask you this. Was the day that you shot dog, the day before that, did you know you were going to shoot dog?
Nah, I ain't know nothing about all this, but I ain't know we were gonna catch it off of them. But the next day was the day we caught it off, that was my baby girl's birthday, to be honest.
Okay.
And I know I told her about a house, buying them a house and all that because I knew that they already had hits on everybody's head and we was out looking for somebody. We didn't know we were gonna catch dogs. We didn't know who we were gonna catch.
Is that why it was a particularly big day for you?
Which means 3 days.
Well, you text Miss Jackson, let's see, 9:05 a.m. on November 17th, 2021, you say, good morning. I went to sleep in the midst of texting you to knowing today is my big day.
My baby birthday. My daughter's birthday.
November 17th?
Yeah, my daughter.
You went and killed a man on your daughter's birthday?
Hey, I'm trying to make it right for her. I ain't had no money. I'm trying to get some money that day. So I'm trying to make sure my baby girl, man, have a beautiful birthday. So it was whatever. You know, I'm
I
trying to
agree
get
with
out.
you, Gray
It
Face.
was whatever.
But you're telling her you're going to buy her a house, you're going to give her $10,000 for rent?
I said this
Right.
day before.
The day before.
Yeah, you know, I can tell female lie, you know what I mean? Like, that's my baby mama. I was trying to get back with her, whatever. It ain't just like, you know, it's just game. You know what I'm saying? It's just game. And about all, like,
Y'all, we in a bad
So
state
you're
when the
lying to her too?
crackheads think that even
I
the
ain't saying
crackheads
lying.
think that
I
they
ain't
can
gonna
mac
say
on
that.
the
Game and
women.
lying is two different things because,
Okay.
you know, you tell the person what they want to hear. You know what I'm saying?
Like these fine people.
Nah, I don't know them. I don't know them. So, ain't got no reason to let no bitch.
So if it's game, it ain't a lie.
I ain't trying to run game on nobody here, man.
You sure?
Pause, I put myself in the murder, so I don't worry. Make sense now.
But you think you're walking.
I ain't saying I'm walking. That fellow just told me, them folks been told me I'm doing time, so, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is.
So at the shooting itself, I just want to be clear on this. You say Justin got shot.
You got scraped on the back.
Explain to me the difference between a scrape and getting shot.
Like, you know, when you fall and you scrape your knee or something, like the bullet glazed your back. Like it glazed my leg and I got hit and it went in my back.
Okay, so you're saying a bullet grazed when you say a scrape. I just want to make sure I understand. Okay, so you're saying Justin got grazed, a bullet grazed on his back.
Yeah.
Was he bleeding?
Yeah, he would bleed, but it wasn't like mine was. Like, you know, hit me like mine was.
How much was your leg bleeding a lot?
Yeah, my leg was bleeding a little bit. Like, you can see the skin, you know what I'm saying? Scab, skin, and stuff like that. But it was just glazed, but my arm went in and rested in my back.
And you said that when you went to Keona's house, that she did some wound care on you and Justin.
We helped each other. All of us helped each other.
Okay, so you wiped Justin's back down?
Yeah,
that spot?
she would help him with the tab, and you know, we were helping each other. Yeah, helping each other.
Okay. And I think you said when y'all got to Keona's house, you changed clothes when you went in.
Yeah.
Both of them.
Yeah.
Okay. And then you identified a person you said was Mr. Johnson that came out and then stuck his head in a charger, but you were in the house. But you said that was.
He came out and got the wound kicked.
All right. So did y'all do the wound care before changing clothes or after you got the wound kit?
Before the wound kit came, we had a towel and soap and stuff and peroxide. You know what I'm saying? We were doing it like this.
Okay. When you met with Juke and Quet, Quet was doing most of the talking. Go back, right?
He tough.
And you testified earlier about this, just to be clear, Govan before the hit on dog, before you did it, had already negotiated with you to get $10,000.
Yeah, from me and $10,000 from Jesse.
Okay. Now, I want to be clear about, I'm going to get to that in a minute, but I want to make sure $10,000 to you, you talked about it before, and then he came back to you after the fact and asked you about the 10 because he wanted his money, right?
Yeah, I want a man too.
Okay. Now, you said today, pretty matter of factly, that he had the same $10,000 from Justin. But when you were interviewed by law enforcement in August, they asked you that. And you said, I think he had the same deal with Justin. Right? So do you know it or do you think it?
I probably did say that then, but basically I'm saying the same thing I said then.
So you're not sure?
I'm saying the same thing I said then.
Okay, that you think he did.
I'm saying the same thing I said then. You can put it how you want to put it, but I'm saying, you know what I'm saying?
I'm putting it the way you put it.
What I know, you know what I'm saying? What I know.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, if you know it, why would you tell them then that you thought it? I think he got it. Why wouldn't you go? He got it. He had the same deal. I was there.
It's because just ain't bring me my money, so I don't know what he gave me. You know what I'm saying? So
Okay.
that's what I'm saying.
One moment, Judge. When you were in the white Mercedes, you were bleeding a lot, right? Bleeding a lot.
Nah. I wasn't bleeding a lot. Nah,
So you told law enforcement that you were bleeding really bad.
Yeah, once it started coming out, once I see it, saw it, start panicking, you know, like, damn, blood started coming out. But I know not to panic that bad though, because I've been shot before. So in the white space, I'm sitting up like this, so my blood won't get nowhere in the car. I'm sitting up like this, and we driving at a fast pace. So I jump out this and jump at this position, right?
Okay. You've got a gunshot in your shoulder, a graze on your leg, and you say Mr. Johnson's been grazed on his back,
Great.
and you can see the graze, right?
Nah, I ain't look at it, because when he's driving, I'm making sure, we didn't know he was glazed at first, so I'm trying to make sure he don't rip. So I'm like, you all right? You all right? I'm talking to him. But he said he been hit too.
Okay, he said he got hit. You've gotten grazed on your leg. You can look down, you felt it, and then you can look down and see it,
Yeah,
right?
I mean,
All right. Now, you said you wiped down this car. How'd you wipe down the car? And what'd you do?
what you mean?
How did you wipe down the car? What'd you do? You walked through the backyard, you walked up to the car. What did you do next?
No, I had like peroxide and bleach and stuff, and I wipe them cut in.
Peroxide and bleach. So you walked back through this yard and you had big things of peroxide and bleach in your hands.
Yeah, you trying to say how I did it with a shot on?
I know, I'm just saying, I don't want to know how you did it.
See when you getting it.
I want to know how you did it. I might need to walk down a car. I don't know.
Alright,
So how'd you do it?
Man, I just wiped the guy there, you know what I'm saying? I wiped the guy there.
All right, where'd you wipe?
Inside and stuff. Inside in the dope pound.
Door pan?
Yeah,
So you wiped down, where'd you wipe down on the inside?
like the armrest, seat and stuff in the dope pound.
Okay. What about the outside of the car?
Dope pound. Dope pound. You know what I'm saying? Wipe the dope pound down.
Anything else?
The outside? Nah, just dope pound. Shit.
And you know your prints on the car.
Yeah, I ain't know that my print was on the car at the time, but I'm wiping the dope pound where I know I touch, you know what I'm saying? Like dope pound and stuff like this. And the blood department, I was just trying to wipe real fast. But I ain't want the lawn to go out, so I was just trying to wipe real fast. But it late, you know what I'm saying? I ain't want to get caught by the cop. It late. I'm shot, but I'm bandaged up, you know. So and I ain't trying to let my hat go down because I was on some pills and stuff.
What'd you do with the stuff afterwards?
What's the?
The stuff you used to clean the car?
I just had it already on the towel, and I went back there and did it real fast.
Okay, so back just a few minutes ago, I said you walked back there with like containers of peroxide and bleach and a towel, and you said yes.
I ain't say that.
So I want to make sure you had it was just on the towel.
Yeah, it was on the towel.
Okay. So just one towel. What'd you do with the towel?
I took it back with me.
Okay. Who drove you there?
My dad. I made her hit the block. Hit the block while she let me out, and I got out and walked up, went back there.
And your girl's Angela Arnold.
Yeah.
And just so I'm clear, when would this have been in relation to you shoot off on the 17th? Same day?
No.
2 days, 1 day later, 2 days later?
It wasn't, I can't tell you exactly, but it was a couple days later, before they found the car.
Okay.
It probably was the night before they found the car.
And so she dropped you off in the tracks?
She dropped me off on Barrett, and I got out.
Barrett?
Barrett Street.
Okay.
And I got out on foot. Whoa. I ain't want her truck seen on this street and nothing.
Okay. Was it day or night?
Nighttime.
Okay. Was she in the tracks?
Yeah.
Now, did Quet ever tell you that either he or someone else had wiped the car down?
Quick?
Yeah.
Nah, just told me that he had somebody wipe the car down.
And you were testified about leaving your cell phone in there?
Yeah, I left in the blue phone.
In the glove box. All right. But you had already went to Pressure World and done all that by the time you go back to work. That's all.
Pressure World done what?
Got in your phone.
Yeah, I went to Pressure World today, and right after we shut off, like after we split up from the apartment, I went to Pressure World. Same day.
When you talked about in your testimony about getting a car covered.
Yeah.
When is that in relation to when you wipe the car down?
Like when Quinn gave me the money for the car cover, it was the same day that they had found the car. Same, like early that morning, he gave me the money for the car cover, and I was gonna put it on there later on the night, but they found the car.
And just to be clear, if I remember right, you said Quet called you to say, I need you to go come over here, get money for a car cover, go cover that car.
Him and Justin was talking about that anyway. Him and Justin was talking about that anyway.
But were you part of the were you part of the conversation between Govan and Justin to be talking about that anyway?
What you mean? Was like
You just said he and Justin were talking about that. Were you part of those conversations?
Justin was telling him he was gonna send him some cash out money to buy a car cover so we could cover.
How do you know that?
Because I went over there, I was over Govan house. I had got some pills on me and everything. Like, and we were talking about we had to get rid of this car. We were saying we need to get rid of this car, burn this car up.
And you're saying that Govan's telling you he's in contact with Justin. And
Yeah.
Justin, okay. All right. And just to be clear, when it comes to Govan or Qued, is it a y'all need to take care of this problem, or is it he on we, him included, need to take care of this problem?
He's saying me and just really need to get rid of that car. He told me because if they question him, he gonna tell them how they really massive, so he give it to his gambler. That's what he said.
Who's Willie Massey?
Thank you, Mr. Smith.
I know, bro. Thank you.
Oh, that tickled me so bad when he said that. Oh, no problem. Thank you. I hollered. Lord have mercy. Um, Cornelius ain't got the sense God gave him. Lord have mercy. I hate that man when he got himself caught up in that stuff. I really do. It was so unnecessary. So but now, it looks like he when I first heard that, well, thank you, Mr. Smith. Oh, thank you. No problem. No problem. Thank you. I hollered. Oh, I hollered. Um, so now it appears that Cornelius is no longer at the Shelby County's jail. I've checked one of my subs, shout out to my subscribers, had reached out to me and was like, Miss T, I don't think Cornelius is at the Shelby County jail. He was there earlier. He's not showing there now. So when I checked, I don't see him there. So I called some people. So I don't know what it is that's going on, but it appears that, maybe he just shipped out early. Is his life in danger? I would think he's got a trial or he's got to appear in court according to the court system on November the 15th. So he has to appear on November 15th. Like, was there some type of threat? Did something happen? According to Straight Drop's attorney, Cornelius is working with the feds. So if he's working with the feds and he claims that the information that he had, but he did say he hung out with them sometimes. I kind of think he hung out with him. He was around him quite a bit because he said he bought pills and stuff all the time. But I mean, if he's working with the feds, what could he tell them? That's if his access to them was limited. So, um, it says cornbread at TSA agent. Okay, Mr. Smith, have a safe flight. It said cornbread, our cousin that tell on everybody because y'all didn't give him no candy. Well, they definitely did him dirty, but it was just karma because they did Young Dolph dirty. You see what I mean? Like immediately everything was already wrong because it wasn't supposed to happen. I think about Cornelius says that when Straight Drop called him the first time, he missed the call. So I mean, it wasn't supposed to happen, but I wonder what gave Straight Drop an urgency to do it that day. Had he been out, as I told y'all, I was told that they had their eyes on him on Monday. So Cornelius says he linked up with Straight Drop that Wednesday. It appears to me, it is just in my belief that Straight Drop had already been trying to get with him. Straight Drop didn't want to be the one to take Young Dolph out himself because he probably wouldn't have been able to if they saw him that Monday and they was kind of stalking him on that Monday. We think about that Monday he was at the cancer center, right? Because he was all over the TV and stuff. And according to what I was told, he had too many people around him or something on that Monday, so they were scared. So evidently, it had to have been somebody else. So they go get somebody like Cornelius. They know he on pills that would I guess risk getting his own self killed, right? They didn't think much of Cornelius because they was on their way to Westwood, and that would have been an ugly scene, y'all. And that boy said that they were on their way to Westwood to try and take out an artist. Now Jay Fields will keep a lot of dudes around him. If he's in his hood, he's got a lot of street dudes around him. Plus a lot of he would have at that on that particular day, plus a lot of innocent bystanders. Was it his plan to go and just spray up everybody that was out there? I definitely believe that Cornelius would have did it. I do believe that. So or tried to, because I don't know. They would have gone ahead and they would have toe tagged him in Westwood. They would have they would have had to toe tag him. Um, Moonshine Turkey Leg says Straight Drop didn't testify because he's holding some information. I do believe that. They said that at the beginning, they said that at the beginning, they said after he testified, he was leaving. That's why they didn't want his face to be shown. Okay. She says that they said in the beginning that I thought it was after his court and stuff was over. I didn't know that he was going to, because they say he was there earlier. Normally, I mean, we knew he was going to leave, but he has a court date in November. So normally, after they are sentenced is when they start shipping them out to other facilities. He has not been sentenced yet, as far as we know. I think Drop just wanted Cornbread to do it. They know that boy was gone off them pills, and he would do anything for them. I don't know where Cornbread at. What I was told is that wherever he is, like if you're able to pull him up, I mean they have, I forget what it's called, like dummy processing. So I don't know what's going on. Evidently, it's got to be something if he would be up under a dummy processing, which means, let's say, it shows that he's at a facility in Timbuktu. Okay, if his name shows up, then he's probably not at that facility, or he would be up under a assumed name, because they will do that, right? They will just use another name. So when they do that, it is because there more than likely is some type of security risk. Something is going on, because he normally they don't leave the Shelby County's jail until after they've been sentenced. Like Straight Drop didn't get shipped straight out because Straight Drop has to go back to court November 1st, just like Cornelius has to go back to court November 15th. They had not said anything about a trial. Is he going to plead out? We don't really know what's going on with that case, right? I'm talking about as far as Cornelius, but we do know Straight Drop is going back to be sentenced for his other two charges. So, like I said, people don't leave the Shelby County's facility until they have been sentenced. I even checked him in Tennessee prison. His old info was there. So you said his old info is there? Kevin, I don't think he's smarter than a fifth grader. Straight Drop is still, yeah, Straight Drop is still there. Just like Cornelius is supposed to, unless there's something else that's going on. Um, they y'all remember Craig Pettis? They kind of did that with him when he went to jail. Um, he was in a facility in Mississippi, and they used a dummy name. They used a dummy name. Yeah, they used a dummy name. It was showing that he was in one facility in Mississippi when he was actually at a first. I don't want to know. I don't know where yet, but now, but he was at a facility like I believe it's right out. Well, I don't know. Uncle Tim nephew says they better get the baby oil ready from previous time in jail, right? So even if you think you found him, he's probably not going to be at that facility, especially not at this point. They can hide people. They can hide them. you'll never know what facility that they're in, because if they don't use a dummy processing for one facility, they would definitely put them up under another name. It happens every day if there's a security issue. Um, because the trial was televised, I wouldn't be surprised if we can't find none of them after Straight Drop's trial, because I'm sure people from both sides got people on the inside and nobody is safe. I agree. He got a lot of people looking for. Oh Lord Jesus, child. Yeah, just let the man go on and do his time and or whatever. You know, just he go back to court. Just let him do his time. Um, but I think it would be a good idea. I don't really know what's going on, but he ain't safe in it. He wouldn't be safe in that Shelby County jail. I'm gonna just say that right now. He wouldn't be safe, and I'm sure that it's more than likely something that has gone on. Straight job push the issue. They don't, and the reason I say this because the bars don't work. They don't have enough security. They're short and all of that stuff, and if you play it from the beginning, the first day, listen to the judge before anyone testified. Bless your heart. Are you Sally's with drop with and cornbread? Yeah. So, like I said, it's going to be interesting to see, what is going on. Hopefully, this young man makes it back to his court date, which is on November the 15th. Now, I don't know what's going on in between then. I don't know if I hate to put certain stuff into the atmosphere because see, people are crazy. If you start putting stuff on folks' mind, and it could just be something that I thought of. Oh yeah, that's what it is. That's that I don't think they're gonna be able to find them anyways because they can hire people really well in the jail system. I can remember when I was working for the sheriff's office, it was a preacher, a very well known preacher that used to come and do weekend time every week every weekend for years. He would come in on a Friday and they let him out on Sunday so he can go over to the church and preach. Um, Mr. Parker said and he was up under another name. We use the dummy name for him. Hey mama, get these Luca Hoors to smash. Yes, hit the like button, you guys. Please do hit the like button for me. I would appreciate that so much. That's why I didn't want to. Yeah, so I think they're going to protect Cornelius because he ain't done telling. Yeah, but if it's like he said that he only was around them every now and again, what could he tell? But I'm gonna tell y'all something that people do, and I do know that this is factual. They will do anything in front of somebody that they think is a junkie because they feel like junkies and crackheads are no threat. They'll do anything in front of them. So they think they hide the whole time. He can remember everything. Because remember now, the judge said that somebody had implicated Straight Drop in two other felony crimes. Um, yeah, that's what I'm thinking. What else is it to tell? I don't know. So, like I said, they moved him. Is it because that is he going, will Govan have a trial? I never checked to see if Govan was going to trial. Is he going to actually go to trial or is it just a report date? Actually paid for it and set it up. Um, I'm gonna tell you something. It goes back to what I was saying earlier. Mr. N says that when they first started, and Mr. N didn't say who it was. Okay, he said it was $250,000. I think they felt like they could just give Cornelius anything, and that's what they did. You go and kill an innocent man. By the time Straight Drive get out the car, he had already done a whole lot of damage to that man. He probably was no longer here. You go take out a man, get $800. So they had planned on taking all of the money anyways. And I really believe that they just told Cornelius 50,000. We give you 50, you get Orange Mound quit 10 or whatever. But I believe that they got a lot more than that. That's just what they told him. Yeah, they lied to Cornelius because they tried to get him even less. Because remember, he says that somebody say he said, I didn't hear him say it, so I'm gonna say somebody said he said that the first time the price was too low. You know that's a damn shame. Anytime you get into rooms and start negotiating on somebody's life. So why did they go get Cornelius? That's what I'm trying to understand. What made them go and get Cornelius out of all people? And it was because they had decided they was just gonna shiest him. They knew everywhere that they was gonna be because they had been following Young Dolph that Monday. Whoever it was that was with Straight Drops didn't have the guts to kill him because they probably knew they was gonna get chopped up. I'm telling y'all now, I was told it and I do believe it that they was following him that Monday and they did not take him out. And I think whoever it was that told Straight Drop to when Straight Drop, see Cornelius ain't saying everything, I don't think. Whoever it was when they laid their eyes on Young Dog, Straight Drop made a call um that didn't come out in court when they lay eyes on him, whoever somebody told Straight Drop to make sure that Young Dolph does not walk out of that cookie shop. I stand on that because a very credible person told me that. They got intel on that. A very credible person told me. So whoever it was, I don't know who it was though. Said to make sure he don't walk out of that cookie shop. So whoever it was that was with him that Monday, I wonder who that was. What made them decide that Wednesday to go get Cornelius? Cornelius didn't say anything about that he reached out to him that Monday or that Tuesday. It's something that he is leaving out. Because if somebody call you, how do you automatically know? If somebody call you that Wednesday morning, how do you automatically know and you ain't talked to them that you're going to take somebody out? They was paired by Govan. He said Cornelius drugs. Did the order come from Juke or Gotti? I believe it came from both of them. Miss Nelly said, I was hoping they asked where was Straight Drop going to Indiana for. According to Cornelius, Straight Drop already had all of his money. According to Straight Drop, according to Cornelius, Straight Drop already had all his money. So, at first we was thinking Straight Drop was going to Indiana to pick up some money. He could have very well been, but I think he thought he was going to hide out, but he was going for them to stretch him out because that's what they was going to do. They was going to stretch him out and Cornelius was going to end up taking all the blame. They were crash dummies to take a hit and expect to be paid instantly. I don't care how much street money the big bro has. Gotti had the real money to drop a bag. Greatface says because when Street FaceTime Juke, it seemed like he was just finding out because Straight Drop had to tell him that was Straight Drop Right. Straight drop had to tell him that was our work. You're absolutely right. So maybe that was not Juke. That, let me see, that probably what took Straight Drop so long to get out of the car. He knew it was gonna be gunfire. I don't think he wanted to get out. And he almost did. But I tell you one thing, Neiman Marcus was very brave. Marcus was very, very brave. He was shooting from inside of the cookie shop. When you're up under those types of pressures, and you're still able to perform, hey, that's a brave brother. Like I said, I think they need to name a street around Castelia, Neiman Marcus Street. Do I think they got Juke phone? I don't know. I don't know. They wouldn't need his phone. All they need is his phone number. Um, so you saying he made a call while making the block? He called somebody and they said, "Don't make sure he don't come out the cookie shop." Derek says, "Go back and kept half. Gave Justin his half. Dropped gave Quinese $500 and left with the minute." Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. They didn't even give. That's just sad. $800 total. It would be interesting to know how much they got paid. Somebody might have shaved off of it before and said, "I'm gonna take this," and then we just gonna say that this is how much you're gonna pay them. In the end, they really didn't even want. They really weren't gonna pay them. Yeah, Marcus was a soldier. He was definitely a soldier. Shout out to Marcus. He was definitely a soldier. He leaving out whoever was inside the cookie shop. Wasn't nobody in there but that girl. Shit. Um, yes, I made two lives in one day. Love me some Miss T. Usually have to catch replay. Yeah. Cornelius is not no longer at the Shelby County Jail, so it's gonna be interesting to see what is going on. He's not there anymore, guys. So I don't know where he at or why he was moved because he's still going to court. He has not had his trial, and the Shelby County Jail is a holding facility until you go to court. Now you can serve out your time there too if it's you know, under a year, I believe. But you'll be held there as long as you're waiting for your court date or going to trial. I believe they already got your text messages and phone locations and guides. I definitely think somebody told them Doc was at that shop. I don't think nobody told him. No, I don't think so. I mean, just me personally, I don't believe so. He wasn't in there but a few minutes, and Cornelius them rolled up on him. If he took a plea, he ain't going to trial. I forgot to see if when he goes to court on November the 15th, is that a trial or is it just a report date? Hmm. You all make sure y'all hit the like button for me, okay? Make sure y'all hit the like button. When I got on tonight, so Cornelius is not at the jail, y'all. So is his life in danger? That's what I was wondering. Is his life in danger? And that's what I wanted to talk about. Anyways, you guys, I'm gonna get on in the morning. Okay, I got some things that they said teasy ain't the topic. Maybe we'll talk about teasy tomorrow. Let's do that. Let's talk about teasy tomorrow. Anyways, I got a couple more things I got to do before I go to bed because I'm tired. But anyways, you guys, I want you guys to please like, share, and subscribe. Okay, I love you guys. Thanks for tuning in with me tonight. I'll talk with you later.